Welcome to Website Development for Schools, Programs, and Topics. I am Max Pugh, Web Services Supervisor, and we have our team of Onika Montplaisir, Christopher Watley, and Tyrell Prout, who are web specialists in our department. You see our contact information and phone number. Please feel free to reach out to us for any support you need. What we're going to do today is we're going to show you what we do and what you do, what the purpose of a website is, what data tells us by using Siteimprove, and how to live by the rules and accessibility for your website. Well, also the second half of the class, we'll be doing web editing from logging in to adding staff members to menus and documents, creating new pages, everything you should know about maintaining your school or office website. So what we do, what you do. Web Services handles the templates and layouts that create your site, which includes the header. If you want a new header, you can provide a logo or provide the header yourself. We also handle the colors and font families of your entire site and your homepage layouts. And I'll give you an example of that. If we take a look at our example school here, you'll see this logo up here and the Mobile School Elementary. That is something we put into your website with your input or with your design. We also do this layout here. It's a grid-like layout, and each school is a little different. So whatever you would like, we do suggest that we have school info in the top left-hand corner. And we handle these colors, background colors like gray and blue, the white background here. We handle that on the server level, so your site looks consistent throughout every page that you create. Other than that, you're the person that would handle all of the stories, announcements, all these blocks that are created, embeds, menu items. Those are all for you to control with our assistance, of course. So if you're a school, you pretty much know who your audience is. It's going to be those who ask you a lot of questions, call, email, complain, whatever it is, they're looking for things. So you pretty much have a set audience. If your office or programs, you might have to see how does it relate to a school and is it a familiar topic. And that's similar to a school website too, where if you're presenting something new, you have to create it and present it in a way that connects with something else that someone already knows about. We'll talk about that a little bit more during this session. We use Google Analytics to track our website. Basically, 80% of our people come to us on a mobile device. So if you look at your mobile device, if you looked at your website, you thought, oh, great, it has all this white space. I don't like all the white space. But if you think about it, this is not how people normally view your site. They're going to have it in mobile version, which essentially is a shrunken width version, a narrower width. This is what they're going to see, really. It's a stream of information. If you use a smartphone, it's the same thing you would see on your phone, but you can see in the browser right here just to test it out to make sure your content falls into the correct place. You have 5 to 6 seconds to capture your visitor's attention. The highest traffic day is Monday morning. Lowest traffic day is Saturday evening. Unless you push people via social media, Gov delivery to unfamiliar topics or content, they're not going to look at it ever. So if you have like my school's principal newsletter, phenomenal story thing, no one really goes to your website to look for that. You have to actually push it out, tell them to come back to the website to get it, do something to get their attention. Otherwise, they are searching for task-oriented items. And those will be things like upcoming events, general policies, location, time, staff contact info, summer school registration at your school, hours, all that stuff will be part of what they're looking for at your school website. They are not coming there to be entertained. They're not coming there to look for the latest item that you or someone else might think is really important, but it's unfamiliar. They will not click on it. They are looking for task-oriented items. So again, if you want to push it out to people and pull them back in, great. Make sure that anything you present that's new is in their vernacular, which means non-PGCPS jargon. If you have to put the PGCPS jargon or state jargon like MCAP or PARC, whatever those things used to be, you really need to put testing next to it because that's what a parent or an outsider would understand. just be cognizant that they are not part of our closed vocabulary. You have to understand where they're coming from, how they are searching, and what they're trying to get to. And if you can give it to the easiest way, most possible avenues to it, the happier they will be, less questions they'll have. You'll live by the rules if you follow these website requirements that I am just telling you right now. If you take this course, you'll follow all of those. Otherwise, those requirements are listed on our login page. Keep mobile devices in mind. Just like I had said, most people do only want to scroll with their thumbs or index fingers. They don't want to pinch and zoom any kind of PDF. So if you can get those PDFs into text format on your website, all the better. They will like to scroll. Most important links on the first page of the site. Why we say that is if you were just to put all your stuff on the menu with drop downs and stuff like this, in the mobile version, you will only have this little hamburger menu, and the majority of people won't click on that, probably including yourself, unless you're trying to block someone or change the settings on Facebook or Twitter. Just remember, if you put the links that are up here, if you repeat them somewhere on the web page, the first page, all the better. Give them a second way to get there in case they don't click on that menu. And if you don't have a section like this in your website, we can always add one for you and help you populate that. Keep your content in the template for consistent look and feel. The more you can get into your template and not having to go into odd Google Docs or odd websites or create it in Google or whatever, the better. We're not saying you to bring in every teacher website or anything, but your main website should be the look and feel of your official school website. It lends integrity and helps people know your brand, just like Target or Amazon would do. Only post your content if someone gives you something to post. If it's housed somewhere else, an external website already, just link to it. If they have a Google Doc they want to post, just link to the Google Doc unless you want to download it as a PDF and upload it into Electron. Do not upload any copyrighted content, especially during this time where we have a lot of digital properties online. It's a lot of people who are looking for their material being copyrighted or violation of copyright. We don't want that to happen. So please only post your content. We are federally funded and must comply by Section 508 accessibility guidelines. Never use the image only. You must have a text representation of the image, which we provide for you at Electron. High contrast colors only for text and background. No auto-playing videos or sound. That's automatic nowadays. PDFs, be very careful. If you cannot highlight the text in the PDF, it's not accessible. A screen reader would not be able to read that at all. Pay close attention to text and images. I know a lot of people like to put it into their rotating stories or in their social media feeds as memes or images of flyers. Remember, someone who cannot see that image has to have the same information. So if you post it in an image with text, you have to have the text on that page somewhere or in that post in order for them to see it. If you have any help requests, please submit them to websupport@pgcps.org or call us or reach out individually to one of us is fine too. We're located at Bonnie John's whenever we have normal working hours. Thanks, and we're going to get into the training at this point.